So what's your favorite comic book?
Well, let me tell you my favorite comics. I'll tell you about my two favorite comic series and why I like them so much. My most favorite comic series is the Thor Ragnarok series from the mid-'80s. Here's Thor number 300, and this was a long story arc where it started in probably somewhere in the 260s. It ended with Thor 300, and it was all about Ragnarok, which is the twilight of the Norse gods, the end of the Nine Realms, and basically the story is about Odin, the All-Father, the leader of the gods, and his 2,000-year-old plan to defeat the space gods, which would come back one day and judge whether or not the Earth would live or die. Hey, Johnny. So today, let me tell you about my second favorite comic series. And this is the storyline of the Dark Phoenix from X-Men. Again, it's a mid-'80s series of the X-Men. And this is about an all-powerful cosmic being called the Dark Phoenix, who takes control of Jean Grey, who's one of the X-Men superheroes. And she goes on to devour a star system, and it takes all the powers of the combined X-Men and some of the bad guys even to finally take her down. The funny thing is that the Dark Phoenix power, the Force, is still around in comics today, but definitely, and you know, there were a lot of good X-Men series during the '80s, but this was definitely one of my favorites. Actually, my favorite.